They're playing the anthem. Go on and keep it. Oh, yeah. Take the other break. Wow.
At wide receiver number 10, Bryce Anderson. At fullback number 44, Ray Tuttle.
Check, check.
At running back number 21,
Check, check. 1, 2. Hey, Brian, that happened again. So if we drop out, give us a minute. Seems like something's blowing us out up here, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Now the starting lineups for your home team, the Pinckneyville Panthers. This is their starting defensive lineup.
Good evening, everybody. It's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson at Pinckneyville as the Carterville Lions make their way onto the field. Scott, week number 8 of the high school football season.
And this is high school football weather.
Yes,
we love it.
Is
a little
nice.
bit of, a little bit of Christmas to the air tonight. But week 8, which is hard to believe in itself, in Carterville, as I said earlier, going for win number 2 in a row, possibly 3 out of their last 4 if they could get a win here tonight. And this team has really played well over the last 3 weeks.
They have played extremely well, and what's been most impressive, we mentioned it earlier, is I love the running game, and that's taken the pressure off the quarterback, Eli Downing, having to throw the ball.
Yeah, it does. Anytime you've got a running game, then Eli Downing has more time to find open receivers because the defense, especially linebackers, have to be leery of that running game. Another thing, too, a few weeks back, Preston Sumner, who was the starting running back, got his knee hurt at DuQuoin, or was at AJ,
Yep.
at AJ, and hasn't played since. And so you're like, okay, well, who's going to step in? Well, not only has Nick Brown stepped in, but he's done an outstanding job. The junior running back runs hard, and they haven't missed a beat.
And that running game would not get going if it weren't for the offensive line play, and they have been outstanding the last 2 weeks.
This is a very young team. As I said, only 5 seniors on this Carterville team. This offensive line, defensive line are starting to gel. I can't give those 2 units enough praise for what they've done in the last 3 or 4 weeks. They are really starting to come together, and I look for big things from them again tonight.
Great sideline for us here at Pinckneyville. Of course, they have the turf field with the baby blue on the paint on the end zones, and Carterville on the far side. Carterville traveled well tonight. Little chilly, just a little bit, but it's supposed to be when it's the 18th of October, and we are just about set for kickoff here on News Radio WJPF. Don't forget, if you want to watch the stream, you can go to YouTube and you can search Carterville Lions at Pinckneyville Panthers 2019. And I'll just give you a forewarning. Here it's happened already a couple times on our broadcast. Scott and I are getting some interference that is blowing our heads apart. And there's not anything we can do. So if we drop out, bear with us. It takes a second for it to reset. Hopefully, that'll be limited as we continue on here tonight. And the coaches are getting their final instructions. Pinckneyville is going to receive the ball, so Carterville will get the ball to start the second half. And I like how they do that.
Yeah, I think Carterville's defense has played well. Now, you go back to the first half of the Nashville game, not real pretty, but they did an outstanding job in the second half of holding the Hornets to only 1 touchdown to almost allow the Lions to come back and win this ballgame. I think this is a game also where if things go as planned, if you're Coach Dial, you can play a lot of kids tonight. You can give some kids an opportunity to play that may not get a chance to play often.
The Pinckneyville Panthers have, just going to have to say it, their jerseys numbers are terrible to try and read, and they have like an ombre, and it's kind of hard, but we'll do our best for you all night. Caleb Knight kicks off with the left foot. We are underway here as the Carterville Lions take on the Pinckneyville Panthers. The kick is taken at the goal line. The return man brings it out to about the 17-yard line, and that's where the Panthers are going to start. 1st and 10 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good coverage by the Carterville kickoff team. Quarterback for the Pinckneyville Panthers will be Lucas Teal, a 6'2", 200-pound senior. He'll guide this offense. Team still looking for their first win of the year.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pinckneyville Panthers. They have the ball placed at the 17-yard line. As Scott said, it's going to be Lucas Teal, the 6'2", 200-pound senior, and he is the quarterback of the Pinckneyville Panthers. Talked to Coach Todd Rushing before the game, and he's on a wounded knee tonight. He injured his MCL on the game at DuQuoin. And the Panthers, they run the ball right up the middle. It's out to about the 20-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be a gain of 4. And on the carry was Darian Harris.
Just a quick hitter right up the middle. And he picked up about 3-4 yards.
It's bringing up 2nd down for the Panthers. As Teal has his team in the huddle, 2nd and 7, so a gain of 3. The ball rests at the 22-yard line. Teal has one receiver to the left, has him in tight. It's the give off the right tackle, and here comes a flag. 2 flags in as it's a gain of about 1, it looks like. Bringing up 3rd down, we'll see what the flag is.
Well, they wanted to run the ball to the outside, but there was nothing there. Carterville's defense did a very good job of forcing that play back to the inside, and it looks like it may be holding on Pinckneyville. That would be my guess from where the flags were thrown.
As we get the signal, it is a hold against the Carterville Lions.
No.
Oh, it's going to be offsetting.
No, he messed up. He patted himself on the head saying, my bad.
My bad. That's what it was, against the Panthers. So that's going to back him up. about 5 yards. Excuse me, 10 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 17 after the penalty. 2nd and 17 now from the 12-yard line for the Panthers. They send 2 receivers to the far side. Teal puts a man in motion, takes the snap, gives it to his running back, and he's met there by about 5 or 6 of the Carterville Lions defensemen. Nice job on the tackle there.
Yeah, there was a jailbreak at the offensive line, at our line of scrimmage, excuse me, and Carterville's putting Pinckneyville in a 3rd and very long situation, and this is where the defensive ends can really kind of pin their ears back and go after Teal.
3rd and 17. The ball stays at, actually is a loss of 1, 3rd and 18. The clock rolls. Teal now has 3 receivers left. The 6'2 senior takes the snap. Screen pass to Chavez. Cooner Chavez. He picks up just a couple of yards for the Panthers. But it's going to bring up 4th down for Pinckneyville.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Bryce Anderson, the junior. Came up from his cornerback position and was not going to allow the running back to get any more yards than he did. So Carterville should get great field position.
It is Bryce Anderson. That is the deep man for the Carterville Lions. He stands at the Pinckneyville 45. Pinckneyville waiting on a defenseman to come into the game. He gets set. Now we can roll. There's the snap and the kick. It's a low line drive. Hits it about the 41. It bounces twice, 3 times. It's going to roll into Carterville territory and be downed at the Carterville 39. That was a nice punt from the Panthers.
Yeah, it was. It hit at about the 43-yard line and then just rolled into Carterville territory. But still, Lions with good field position to start their first drive of the game.
And Coach Brett Dial and his Carterville Lions offense come onto the field, get their final instruction over on the far side. The ball sets at the 39-yard line, so good field position for Carterville. Here comes the quarterback, Eli Downen, and his Carterville Lions. Carterville on the far sideline here at Pinckneyville. Downen, who will operate from the shotgun. Officials place the ball. There's the whistle, and they can roll. They've got receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Downen's going to keep it, and he cuts it up at the 40-yard line, and he's brought down across the 45, and a flag comes in from the referee on the backside of the play. Usually indicates a hold.
Well, he's got a good arm. I mean,
he does.
He threw, I think, about 15 yards, but I think you're right. It is going to be a hold against Carterville.
So that'll back him up 10. It'll be first down and 20.
Early in the year, penalties were really a problem for Carterville. It stopped some drives, good drives they had going. A couple of times it negated a touchdown. But last 2 or 3 games, there's not been as many miscues by Carterville as the first few weeks of the season.
The ball sets at the 31. Downen, he gives it to Rafe Tuttle where he's wrapped up. Ball comes out. Man, that was an awkward tackle.
Yeah, they're going to say Tuttle's knee was on the ground. Fortunately for Carterville, because the left defensive end for Pinckneyville shot straight through. I don't even think he was touched.
It's going to be 2nd and 22.
Early score, Heron leads Harrisburg 7-0 on their senior night.
Some big games. We'll talk about
big
those.
Games, yes.
As DuQuoin, Nashville, and he is out near midfield. That's going to be close, but I think it's going to be a little bit short of a first down. Would Carterville go for it?
I think they'll go for it here. They're definitely within 2 yards, maybe only be a yard short. So I think they're going to go for it. A little bit of a surprise play call, I think, not only to us but the Pinckneyville defense. Now Carterville hurrying up to the line of scrimmage.
I really thought it would be a pass play from Downen, and it's going to be a short yard run for the Lions. They get the first down. Nice 4th down conversion for the Lions.
It's the simplest play, one of the best plays but you hardly ever see it anymore at any level, the quarterback sneak. A lot of times you'll have 4th and 1, you'll have your quarterback in the shotgun, you snap it back to him, and you go from 4th and 1 to 4th and 5 or 6. I love the quarterback sneak. It's not fancy, but it's very effective.
It was on that play. Now down and looks over to the far sideline. The head coach, Brett Dial, gets the call. Takes a couple steps toward the line, now steps back in shotgun. And Carterville jumps. Killer. That'll back him up 5, bringing up 1st and 15.
Guess I shouldn't have said anything about penalties earlier.
It's all on you.
You know, I would say to keep my mouth shut, but I think I get paid to talk, so I can't do that.
A little bit. We'll give you a little something for tonight.
Well, the food was good behind us, I can tell you that.
We can go to Dairy Queen after the game. How about that?
Oh, man, I forgot they got one there.
Yes, there is. So that was motion on the Lions. It's 1st and 15 from the 46-yard line. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the city of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson had a chance to talk to the mayor this week as Downen takes a snap. It's the pitch to Carson Pearson across midfield. He gets away at the 40, to the 30. It is going to be Carson Pearson with a 54-yard touchdown run for the Lions.
Well, Downen took the ball, went to his right. Pearson, I thought, might not be far enough back for the pitch. It was more like a forward pass, but he pitched it out to Pearson, made a couple of guys miss at about midfield, the 45. Then he just used his speed. Once he got to the Pinckneyville 35, it was all over.
54-yard touchdown run from Carson Pearson. Once he got through the secondary, there was nobody could catch him. The kick by Caleb Knight is good, and the Carterville Lions lead the Pinckneyville Panthers 7-0 at the 6:25 mark of the first quarter. We'll be back on News Radio WJPF. Don't know where it's coming from. It's on the back cue. It's on the back feed because we don't hear it cut out when I turn my cue down all the way. So don't know what it is, but something's. I'll bring it up again. Carterville leads this one 7-0 at the 6:25 mark of the first quarter. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Nice run from Carson Pearson. Give the Lions that lead.
Yeah, good job of getting to the line of scrimmage, making a couple of guys miss, and then he just uses great speed to get to the end zone.
Caleb Knight kicks it away. It's going to be taken at about the 3-yard line. Out across the 10, the 15 to the 20 to the left side, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's where Coach Todd Rushing and the Pinckneyville Panthers will start on their second possession. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports. Don't forget the Pumpkin Path in downtown Carterville coming up October 31st, and then Veterans Day ceremony November 11th at 11 a.m.
Heron leads Harrisburg now 14-0, and Marion leads Carbondale 6-0 in that big battle over in Carbondale tonight.
1st and 10 from the 26 for the Panthers, and we have a timeout. That
Pinckneyville called the timeout.
It has been called by Coach Todd Rushing. We'll be back in 30 seconds on News Radio WJPF. Timeout was taken by Todd Rushing. still has his offense on the sideline. I mentioned earlier, I was talking with Todd and said they were playing DuQuoin, and Coach Todd Rushing, the head coach of Pinckneyville, got clipped.
Yeah.
And has an MCL injury, and he said he was going back up to the locker room and put his brace on. He was going to need it. But
well, like a true football player and or coach, he's out on the sideline. He's not going to miss this.
Well, he said he just doesn't move quite as quick as he used to. Aren't we all that way? Whoa, what a give. Right up the middle, it is Daniel Kunert-Chavez who just blows it right up. Darian Harris on the carrier. That carries it out near midfield for the Panthers. What a big hole that was.
Well, they faked the handoff to the back going to the right. It was just like a misdirection play, and once he hit the hole, there was a lot of room to run, and that's Pinckneyville's first down of the first quarter.
1st and 10 from the 44 of Pinckneyville. Wow, what a big blast. As it was Darian Harris, the 5'10 senior, weighs 185. It's the give to Harris once again. He's out across midfield, picks up about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Panthers.
Anytime you have those misdirection plays, your offensive line really has to do a good job of sustaining their blocks for a little bit longer than you would on a quick hitter. And those last 2 plays, Pinckneyville's line have done a very good job.
2nd and 2 from the Carterville 48. 2 nice runs for the Panthers. Quarterback Lucas Teal from the shotgun takes the snap. He gives it once again to the running back, and out enough for a first down for the Panthers is on the carry for Pinckneyville. That's Darian Harris once again.
Well, all they're doing is they're faking the ball to the back coming in motion, and then Harris is just getting the ball going straight up the middle. With more success, the more success they have with that play, that sets up the play where you give it to the back in motion and maybe get to the outside quickly.
It's the give. Oh, what a big hit that was put on as they gave it to the jet back, and he was met by the Carterville defensive line, and on the carry, that was actually Daniel Kunert-Chavez, and man, he got popped.
Well, that was Trevor Stewart who hit him. The 5'11", 232-pound junior just came across and gave him a big kiss.
Yesterday, I had the opportunity to go in and watch a little film with the Lions, and that's when they hand out the stickers. He'll get a big play sticker for that, as the give is to Harrison. He keeps fighting his way. Man, he's tough to bring down as he carries the ball to about the 30-yard line of Carterville, and that's going to be another Panther first down.
Yeah, it's an 11-yard gain. He got hit about 5 yards short of the first down marker, but he just kept going, kept those legs moving, and got another Pinckneyville first down. Impressive drive by the Panthers.
Yes, it is. That's the 3rd first down. This will be the 6th play of the drive by the Panthers. They have the ball at the Carterville 31-yard line. They just have one receiver to the left in the backfield. They give it to that fullback. That's Harris once again. He puts his head down and just runs. Just keeps the legs churning, takes it out to about the 21-yard line, and another big gain.
He met no resistance.
No, he did not. He was just like I said. He just puts his head down and just follows his line, and the hole is there. And Pinckneyville has a nice drive going at the 3:33 mark here of the first quarter. Carterville leads at 7-0. It is 2nd and 1 from the 22. Teal takes the snap. He gives it to his jet back. That is Chavez. And he gets to the corner, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds finally at about the 4-yard line. As on the carry, it was Daniel Kunert-Chavez, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Pinckneyville.
Well, I just talked about the back coming in motion. They give it to him. The good running between the tackles set that play up. He got to the outside, the near sideline, and is inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal for Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville in their home blues with the dark blue pants. They're moving from right to left. Now Teal has a full house backfield. 3, puts one in motion. From under center, he bobbles the ball, and it's on the ground and covered up. And I believe that may have been Darian Harris that fell on it to save that drive for the Panthers.
Well, that would have been a disaster. What a drive they've had, and if they would have turned the ball over inside the Carterville 5, that would have really hurt.
2nd and goal, no loss on that, as it was Darian Harris with the recovery keeps the drive alive for the Panthers. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. Again, full house backfield. Teal from under center takes the snap, gives it to his running back, finds a lane touchdown for the Panthers on a 4-yard touchdown run by Pinckneyville.
All on the ground. They probably average about 6-7 yards a carry on that drive. They just really chewed up the Lions defense on that drive.
It was Hunter Riggins on the carry and the touchdown for Pinckneyville. On for the extra point. The snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. We have a tie ball game. We're tied up 7-7 at the 2:39 mark of the first quarter on News Radio WJPF. Thank you. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by American Monument Company, proud sponsor and supporter of Carterville Lions sports. American Monument Company, located on South Court Street in Marion, where their monuments have the special touch. Tie ball game 7-7 at the 2:39 mark of the first quarter. Pinckneyville set to kick off. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and it's a good kick, and it's going to be taken by Bryce Anderson. Actually bounces over his head, and so the ball will come out. Carterville will start 1st and 10.
Couple of scores, couple of big games tonight. Murfreesboro leads Benton 12-0 in the first. DuQuoin takes the lead over Nashville 7-0 in the first, and Hare now up 21-0 on Harrisburg.
7-7 game here in Pinckneyville. Lions have the football. That was a 74-yard drive by the Panthers. It's 1st and 10 from the 20 for Eli Downen. Downen has one receiver left, one to the right. Gives it to his running back. That's Rafe Tuttle. Gets off the left side, out toward the 30, drops the ball. It goes out of bounds, and that was a fortunate break for the Lions.
Yeah, it was. Not only did he fumble the ball, but it rolled out of bounds past the first down marker, so Carterville will get a first down out of that. I don't think that was planned that way by Mr. Tuttle, but it worked out well.
If it was, good call.
I'm sure he'll tell his dad, hey, Dad, I had that planned the whole time.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and 10. Now the ball at the 31-yard line. And it's going to be Downen once again off the left side, out across the 40, breaks into the secondary, out toward midfield where he's brought down in Pinckneyville territory. Another first down, big run by the Lions.
Well, big run by Downen, who once he gets going, he's like a runaway freight train. He's hard to bring down, about 6'3", 200-plus pounds. He's a load.
Ball is at the Pinckneyville 49. That was a great run from Downen. He's wanting to get the legs going tonight. He works from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Screen pass. Lateral to, I believe that may be Nick Brown on that carry. No, actually it was Bryce Anderson. He fights for about 4 yards, going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Lions.
Well, he made something out of nothing because I thought he was going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but he's so shifty, small, he's kind of hard to find even in the open field, so he got positive yards.
Officially a gain of 3, so it's 2nd and 7 from the 46. Downen puts a man in motion. That's Anderson. It's the pitch to Anderson off the left side. He has to step back, keeps his legs moving forward, pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. That's going to be close to a Lions first down.
Well, a good job by Anderson to keep his balance. It looked like he was going to go down about the 42-yard line, but he kept his balance.
They're going to mark him a yard short.
And Carterville up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Downing's already there. It's 3rd and 1. And it's Downing that keeps it, falls forward. That's going to be a Carterville first down.
Update on a big game in Southern Illinois tonight. Carbondale now leads Marion 7-6 in the first.
Oh, I forgot about the Marion-Carbondale game.
Yeah,
that is a big game. Carbondale trying to win a conference championship for the first time in forever.
Yeah, they get a share of it. Actually, there could be a 3-way tie between Marion, Carbondale, and Cahokia, depending on what Cahokia does tonight. But still, that would be impressive. Coach Lee's done a very good job since coming over from Chester.
1st and 10 for the Lions from the Pinckneyville 38. Downing, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Downing gives it to, I believe that is Carson Pearson on the carry. He's pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. Another nice run from the Lions. Looks like he's going to pick up about 7 or so, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, Pearson and Anderson have both been used a lot more in this first quarter offensively than maybe in games past. Still we haven't seen Nick Brown. Tuttle's had a couple of nice carries. But Coach Dahl's really mixing things up tonight.
2nd and 3 from the 31 of Pinckneyville. On the far hash. Carterville in the road whites with the blue pants down in from the shotgun. As Rafe Tuttle is his running back. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looks to the left side. Now he rolls out to the right. Throws it to the right, and it's going to be caught.
Let's say a catch.
They're going to say that ball was caught by Carson Pearson here on the near sideline, and that's going to move the chains again. First down, Lions.
Yeah, down and through the ball near the turf, but Pearson got his arms underneath it.
And once again, the Lions are at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Downing's going to keep it off right tackle. He's across the 20, keeps his legs churning to about the 12, 13-yard line. Lions are moving the ball.
Now, this is something we haven't seen either from the Lions, is that hurry-up false offense. Get the line of scrimmage, get the ball snapped.
Can't even write down the play. That's how quite fast they're going.
You have to talk with Coach Dahl after the game.
Get a new crayon is what I'm going to have to get. As Downing again operates from the shotgun. Gives it this time to Rafe Tuttle where he's bottled up right there. It's going to be at about the 13-yard line. Gain of 2 as we've got 5 seconds remaining. That's probably going to end the first quarter. We are all tied up at 7 between Carterville and Pinckneyville. Second quarter action next on News Radio WJPF. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it. Thank you much. Hope you're having a good night. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, proud sponsors and supporters of your Lions. IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. 7-7 ball game as we start playing the second quarter.
Good first quarter. I mean, it's a well-played game by both teams. A couple of penalties, but both teams had success running the football.
Murphy leads Benton after 1, 12-0. That's a good ball game, too. Man, there's some good games around.
And Marion just took the lead back from Carbondale 14-7 with 6 minutes left in the first. With those two offenses in Carbondale night, they might get done by midnight.
Maybe so. As it looks like there's a penalty on the Lions. I believe it may be a false start as they back him up 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 14 now.
You know, Dave, come to think of it, I haven't seen Nick Brown not only on offense but defense tonight. He may not be playing tonight.
You're right. Now that you mention it, as Downen takes the snap, he's going to keep it. Rolls to his, or takes it off the right side, keeps his legs fighting, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage over on the far sideline. And that's going to bring up third down for Carterville.
Obviously in 4-down territory, but Carterville's got enough weapons. They can pretty much do what they want here as far as go to the air. We've seen Downen pitch the ball to Pearson for a long touchdown run. They can run the ball between the tackles with Tuttle. A lot of options.
3rd and 11 from the 15 as the clock rolls. Just underway here in the second. 2 receivers come to the near side for Carterville. 1 to the right, put 1 in motion. As Downen takes a snap, he rolls to his right, wants to throw, throws it out right side, and pushed out of bounds, steps out at about the 1-yard line. Carterville's going to have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, good job by Downen, rolling to his right. Perfect pass on the sideline to Pearson.
Carterville has it. Downen's going to keep it, pushes his way, and now there's a flag, and it's going to say offside against the Panthers as the flag comes from the far side. So that'll scoot him up about a half a yard. Half the distance to the goal, as they would say on the headset, if we had that. 7-7 ball game. Carterville scored on the 54-yard run by Carson Pearson. And now they're threatening here. They have it at the half-yard line. Downen keeps it. Touchdown, Carterville. At the 10:54 mark of the second quarter.
Another good drive by the Lions. A little bit of a mixture of pass and run.
1-yard run from Downen, and Carterville leads this game 13-7. Now Caleb Knight is on for the extra point. The kick is, snap is down, the kick is good, and Carterville has taken a 14-7 lead, and that comes at the 10:54 mark of the second quarter. Pinckneyville's getting the ball back next on News Radio WJPF. Okay.
That's what my wife always tells me.
Turn him down.
No, she says turn him off.
Again, we want to offer our congratulations to the Panther boys cross-country team on winning the conference meet yesterday. Conference champions, boys cross-country team. Girls finished in second. And congratulations to the PCHS volleyball team for their 3rd consecutive River-to-River conference.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, SIH, a comprehensive network of care. Visit online at SIH.net. 14-7 is the score. Lions lead this game over Pinckneyville. Panthers are going to get the ball back. A 1-yard carry from the quarterback Eli Downen for the touchdown. Caleb Knight gets the kick away, and it's going to go into the end zone. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Panthers.
Some score updates. AJ leads Sparta 8-0. DuQuoin now leads Nashville 14-0, just down the road here from here in DuQuoin. And Cesar-Valier, Waltonville leads Hamilton County 8-0.
A lot of playoff implication games around Southern Illinois tonight.
Yeah, there are. You got 3 huge games. Carbondale, Marion, Murfreesboro, Benton, Nashville, DuQuoin.
Probably the 3 biggest games of the night. Panthers have the football at their own 20, 1st and 10. It's the snap and it's the give to the running back. And then for Pinckneyville, that is going to be Darian Harris with the carry. Falls forward for about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Carterville's got to find a way to stop this Pinckneyville running game because as long as they run the ball, like they have the last 5 or 6 minutes, they're going to stay in this game. And what it does by running the ball, it keeps Carterville's offense off the field.
Lucas Teal has not even attempted a pass yet. Well, actually, I think he had one screen, and that's it. But he works from the shotgun now. Has Harris in the backfield with him. Steps forward, puts the man in motion, and it's going to be Teal that's going to keep it off left tackle. He's met there by about 4 Carterville Lion defenders as they stepped up from the corner and made the tackle, bringing up second down.
Yeah, they made sure Teal had nowhere to go, inside or outside. Carterville's good pursuit to the ball.
Actually bringing up third down for the Panthers. It's going to be 3rd and 8, it looks like.
Wow, Murfreesboro leads Benton 18-0 in the second quarter.
Well, I thought it would be closer than that.
I think Murfreesboro wasn't real happy about missing a week and having a game lost.
We have a timeout on the field that's taken by the Panthers. We'll take a break as well and return on News Radio WJPF. 30. All right. We're good. Man, these uniforms are so hard.
I'm telling you.
They're brutal. (14-7) at the 9:33 mark of the second quarter. Lions on top. Pinckneyville has the ball, and it's a big play for the Panthers. It's 3rd down and 7 from their own 23-yard line. Teal, once again, will work from the shotgun. Puts a man in motion, gives it to that jetback. He makes the turn, cuts it up the right side. First down and more for the Panthers across midfield. He's brought down from behind on the carry. That is Daniel Cunert-Chavez. Big first down run for the Panthers.
Yeah, just off right in. Luckily for Carterville, Townsend Barton, the 5'10", 152-pound sophomore, caught him from behind. And it's first down for Pinckneyville at Carterville's 44-yard line.
Daniel Cunert-Chavez, he's a freshman, 5'9", 160. And it is the give to the jetback again. As that's Riggins, he cuts it off the left side, and that is going to be close to a first down. I think it's going to be about a yard short, though, for Pinckneyville. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1 as they have the ball at the 35 of Carterville.
I've been very impressed with Pinckneyville's running game tonight.
Yeah, I have been, too.
You take away their first possession, which didn't go anywhere. Since then, they've owned the line of scrimmage. They have really done a good job of opening up holes for the running backs.
They've done an outstanding job, and they have it now 2nd down and 1 from the 35. Teal wipes his hands off the towel that he has on his hip, gives it to his running back, first down, spins his way to about the 30-yard line. Good hard run, first down for the Panthers.
Well, you get hit, and he just spin out of a would-be tackler. And he got another first down, and Pinckneyville looks like a team that's won. They look like a team that's at least won 1 or 2 games this year. They don't look winless right now.
1st and 10 from the 30. This is, I think they have one more home game. Week 9 of the season. Carterville's going to be home when they take on Mascoutah next Friday night for the final game of the season. Teal now. 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Oh, what a pitch. I don't know how that ball was not picked off, but it was caught by Darian Harris one-handed, and he gets 2-3 on the carry.
I'll tell you what a play, though, by Drew Petska. The 6'2", 190-pound sophomore really did a good job of keeping him from getting to the edge. That play could have gone for a big yard, but Petska, the sophomore, did a great job of coming across the line of scrimmage.
And it could have gone for a big interception return. but it was just in time, and it's the give now to Harrison. He just falls forward to the 25-yard line, a gain of 5, third down, and 5 for Pinckneyville.
Now, Pinckneyville's trying to do to Carterville what Sparta had some success with against Carterville last week, and maybe they watched the game film and said, hey, this is our strength, let's try it. So far, it's working.
3rd and 6 from the 26 for the Panthers. Teal puts a man in motion. That's the jet back, gives it to him. That is Hunter Riggins as he tries to cut it up, and Carterville's defense cuts him down.
Now, Petska came shooting through again, almost had him, but the pursuit by the Lions defense did a good job of keeping him from getting a first down.
And it's short of a first down and bringing up 4th down for Coach Todd Rushing. Looks like he's going to keep his offense, and why not? They're picking up yardage on the carry.
Well, they've run well to the outside. They've run well between the tackles. Why not stay out there?
4th and 6 from the 26. And Carterville jumps. Guess what? First down.
Hard count by Teal, and Carterville came busting through. That's the easiest way to pick up a first down.
Just like Aaron Rodgers does it.
Yes. Aaron's very good about noticing that there's 12 guys on the field for the defense and hurrying up and calling a play.
Yes, he is.
I think he's got a future in football.
He might make it one of these days.
One of these days.
Playing the big game. So it's 1st and 10 now from the 17 of Carterville. Carterville needs a big defensive stop right here. As Teal gives it to Harris. And doesn't get much, bottled up by that Lions defense. Positive yards on the carry, though.
Pinckneyville may have had 2 plays in this first half that were negative, and I think one of those came on their first possession.
A gain of 5, 2nd and 5 now from the Carterville 12. This will be the 12th play of the drive for the Panthers, all on the ground. As Teal turns around and gives it to Darian Harris. He doesn't pick up anything. Actually may have lost a yard on the carry.
Now, Carterville's starting to shoot the gaps, trying to blow the play up before it even develops.
No gain on the carry, 3rd and 5 now from the 12. On the 13th play of the drive, Lucas Teal, the quarterback, sends one man wide to the right, everybody else in tight at the line of scrimmage. Teal from the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to his jetback. That is Kunert Chavez, and he's bottled up again by that Lions defense. Lions D holding tight, and they forced a 4th down for the Panthers.
A good tackle by Ivan Jones, the 5'9", 195-pound sophomore. It seems like I'm saying a lot of sophomores for the Lions that are making plays tonight on the defensive side. Got a Panther down on the field.
We'll take a break as the trainers have to come out. We'll be back in 30 seconds on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Subway. Stop in your local Subway for the sub of the day. Different sub featured daily. Just $3.99 for the 6-inch or $6.99 for a foot-long. Make it what you want it, only at Subway. That injured player was Daniel Kunert Chavez, the freshman wingback, and he's able to walk off under his own power as he comes to the sideline here just below us at Pinckneyville. This is a big play, 4th and 4 for the Panthers. They have the ball deep in Carterville territory at the 11. Teal gets the whistle from the official from the shotgun. One receiver left. Harris is the running back. Tries to get Carterville to jump again. They don't. Puts the man in motion the other way. Tries to get him to jump again, and they call a timeout as they did not. Carterville, nice job defensively, not moving.
Yeah, I think Coach Dial told his kids, said, look, you got to be watching for it. They just did it. You got to be careful on the hard count. They tried it twice, didn't work, so Pinckneyville had to call a timeout.
Lions broadcast brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most with Home Renew for roofing, siding, storm damage repair, and gutters, giving you peace of mind. Call 618-694-9100. Call Home Renew.
Heron up over Harrisburg 35-0. That's still in the first quarter.
Running clock in Harrisburg.
Carbondale now leads Marion 21-14. Carmi leads Chester 8-0. And Cesar leads 8-6. CZR leads Johnson City 8-0. Just some of the scores from around the area.
One game that we haven't really mentioned, Scott, is our opponent next week, and we haven't really talked a whole lot about them. It is Muscuda, and they are playing a game tonight when they're taking on Waterloo. Pinckneyville's out now. They're going to try a field goal. This will be, it's a bad snap. It comes to the kicker, and he's wrapped up. Defense comes through. Bad snap helps, and Carterville gets the ball.
Very, very surprising that they would put the field goal unit in. Pinckneyville had been running the ball at will against this Carterville defense. They had, 4th and 2. Again, Pinckneyville has not got to win this year. You've got all the momentum. You're deep in Carterville territory, and you're going to try a field goal. I don't understand that play call at all.
At the 4:40 mark, Carterville has the ball. And they have it 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. That snap just dribbled on the turf here at Pinckneyville. And the kicker had to recover. It covers up, and Carterville gets the ball back. Now Downing. He's looking to throw. It's a screen pass to the right. Gets it out. Met right there by the defender. And little to no gain. Actually, may be a loss, a gain of about a half a yard. 2nd down and 9 from the 23.
Well, the receiver's out on island by himself. He has no lead blockers, has no wide receiver out there with him to give him a block, and he wasn't able to get away from the Pinckneyville cornerback, who did a very good job with a nice open field tackle.
Trips to the left for Eli Downing. To the near side. Downing from the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to keep it, runs it off the right side. Pitches it out at the last second, and that's a gain for the Lions. It's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6 on that carry. Nice job.
Well, anytime you run to the short side of the field, it shortens the field for the defense as well, but give Carterville credit, and especially Downing, to make that late pitch and to pick up positive yards.
It's bringing up 3rd and 5 now for Carterville.
Murfreesboro 26, Benton nothing.
3rd and 5 from the 26 here. Ball rest at the far hash. Eli Downing, he's going to keep it. He's going to follow Rafe Tuttle. 1st down and more. Cuts it at the 40. There's a flag laying at the 30-yard line. Actually, the 25, and that's going to be in the area where it is a hold.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, too, because Downing faked the ball to Tuttle, and Tuttle ended up becoming his lead blocker out of the backfield. He had plenty of room, but they're going to bring it back due to a holding by the Lions.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15, as that's a 10-yard penalty. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. State Farm, with more drivers than any other company. Get to a better state with State Farm and Tony Gates. 3rd and 5 from the 20. 3rd and 15 from the 26 for the Lions. Downing looks to throw deep down the right side. There's a man there. Caught at the 45 and on the far sideline. Touchdown, Carterville Lions. Is that Carson Pearson?
Carson Pearson with the catch. And the beautiful pass from Downing, a floater. Just let Pearson run underneath it at about the Pinckneyville 45, and they were not going to catch him then.
85-yard touchdown pass down in to Pearson, and Carterville leads it 20-7.
Well, perfectly thrown pass down the far sideline. Pearson with his good speed got behind not one but two Pinckneyville defenders And then once he caught it, it wasn't a matter of if, just when he was going to get to the end zone.
At the 3:29 mark for the Lions on the clock, Caleb Knight. That pass was right in stride. The kick is up and good, and Carterville leads this game 21-7, and that is at the 3:29 mark. We'll be back. We'll continue. Carterville leading here at Pinckneyville on News Radio WJPF.
Wow, I still don't understand that play call.
Longest pass in history? Yeah, for Downing, yeah, I would say so. And for Pearson, and for the season, maybe. Don't you think?
I think it would be for the season.
Next Friday night, the boys varsity team will be back home here against the Colorado Lions.
An 85-yard touchdown pass from Eli Downing to Carson Pearson gives the Lions a 21-7 lead here in the second quarter. That may be the longest pass of the season for Downing, for Pearson, for the Lions. It was right in stride.
Well, it was definitely the best-looking pass we've seen all year. I mean, as far as right on target, Pearson with a nice grab, and all of that because Pinckneyville with the botched snap on the field goal attempt, where I still think that you got they had 4th and 2, all the momentum, and I'm just shocked that Pinckneyville did not go for it on 4th and 2.
They have the football now. Teal once again works from the shotgun, gives it to his running back. That is Harris on the carry, and Carterville just bottles that up again. They're doing such a good job now. They're starting to. I think you can see they're starting to wear Pinckneyville out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, and the Carterville's probably made some adjustments. I think Carterville's really starting to hit the gaps, trying to blow those plays up before they get started.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Don't forget, coming up on our Murphy Wall State Bank halftime show, Scott and I will break down the first half, update you on scores from around Southern Illinois. 21-7 is the score here. Panthers with the ball 2nd and 10 from the 20. The snap, it is Teal that's going to keep it. He picks up 3, maybe 4 on the carry. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long now for the Panthers.
Yeah, now you're putting Pinckneyville in those 3rd and long, which appear to be obvious passing situations. Pinckneyville has not had to throw the ball tonight because they've been running the ball so well.
3rd and 6, so it was a gain of 4 on that carry by the quarterback, Teal. The ball is at the 24-yard line. Clock rolls were 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Panthers are 0-7 on the season. It's the give to the jet back. Looks like that's Daniel Chavez on the carry.
Well, again, great pursuit by Carterville's defense. Leading the charge was that sophomore again, Ivan Jones, a 5'9", 195-pound sophomore. He gets up clapping his hands as he heads to the sideline, and Pinckneyville's going to have to punt.
And a timeout is taken. We'll pause 30 seconds. 21-7, Carterville on top here on News Radio WJPF. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson. Friday night football. Carterville leads it 21-7. Panthers have a 4th and 9 from their own 21.
Yep, Pinckneyville's going to have to punt. Carterville's defense really did a good job on that drive not to let that running game continue to get big yards as they had been doing earlier.
Bryce Anderson back deep for the Lions. He stands at about the 50-yard line. The running kick is going to hit at about the 43. It's going to roll into Carterville territory. Anderson steps aside, slaps his hands together. He wanted to get the carry, the run back, but Carterville's going to have the ball in good field position with about 1:39 on the clock.
Yeah, Carterville looking to extend that 2-touchdown lead to 3 here before halftime. Offense has not been a problem tonight for Carterville. They've been able to run the ball, throw the ball well. You know, defensively, they've given up a lot of yards to Pinckneyville from the running game, but Carterville still up by 2 touchdowns.
1st and 10 from the 39. Carterville over on the far sideline with head coach Brett Dial.
DuQuoin now leads Nashville 21-7.
DuQuoin on a roll. Man, they're tough.
Yeah. DuQuoin and Nashville, both very good teams, both headed to the playoffs.
Downing takes the snap, looks to throw, runs to his left. He's going to keep it, cuts up inside, across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 7, it looks like, as the clock rolls to 1:20.
Now, good downfield coverage by Pinckneyville. Downing had nowhere to go. Good job by Downing not to force something that wasn't there. Just tuck it and run and get what you can.
The ball is at the 45-yard line. 2nd down. Downing, he does look to throw. Has to pull it down. Now he's going to run it. Flag comes flying in. Down and across midfield and tackled out of bounds.
But
flag on the field.
And I'm going to guess a hold on Carterville.
It is against. You win the money, Scott Hudson.
Do I? It's Monopoly money, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're going to mark off 10 against the Lions. That'll back them up to the 35. So it's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 35. The clock rolls under a minute to play here in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for the Lions. Downing takes a snap, rolls to his right, looks to throw, gives directions, wings it out. Down at the far sideline, incomplete, stopping the clock with 46 seconds. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 15, once again from the 35.
Carterville had 4 wide receivers go deep, nobody underneath. And again, good coverage by the defensive backs and safeties for Pinckneyville. Downing had nowhere to throw it.
And still out through his receivers. Yeah. By about 6-7 yards. Boy, it's so nice out tonight.
It is.
This is just perfect weather this evening. Now they send those 3 receivers to the far side. 1 near side. Downing once again. Looks to throw. Throws it up in the air. That could be picked off. It is picked off by the Panthers at the 33-yard line. Over on the far sideline, that ball just got away from Downing.
Yeah, it had too much air underneath it. He didn't throw it on a line enough, and the defensive back for Pinckneyville just stood back there and waited for it to come down. Not a good decision by Downing to throw that ball. Trying to make something happen that there just wasn't anything there.
1st and 10 now from the 33, so the Panthers have an opportunity here with time running out. AJ leads Sparta 15-12. Teal gives it to Harris on the carry. Little to no gain, maybe 1 now.
Yeah, Pinckneyville may get 1 more play off, and then we'll be headed to halftime.
20 seconds remaining.
How about this score? Murfreesboro 34, Benton nothing. 27 seconds left in the first half.
Wow. 2nd and 7 from the 36. Teal gives it to his jetback. That is Kunert Chavez, and he's dropped after a gain of 1, and that's the end of the half. 21-7, the Carterville Lions lead the Pinckneyville Panthers. It's halftime. Coming up, it is our Murphy-Wall State Bank halftime show here on News Radio WJPF. All right. Twenty-one to 7, the score. Scott Hudson, how about that?
Very entertaining first half. I really didn't know what to expect here tonight. Pinckneyville not with no wins on the season, Carterville with 2. But I was very impressed with Pinckneyville's running game. And Carterville, when they had the ball, they did a great job of moving it through the air, on the ground. Had the one interception there late by Carterville. But it's been a very entertaining first half. And, I hate to harp on this, but I keep going back to Carterville's up 14-7. Pinckneyville has the ball deep in Carterville territory, 4th and 2. And the way Pinckneyville had been running the ball, to me it's a no-brainer. You go ahead and go for it. What have you got to lose? You haven't won a game yet. And they decide to go for a field goal. And a bad snap, botched snap. Obviously, Carterville holds, and then Carterville goes down and gets the touchdown to go up by 14. To me, that was the turning point in this ball game.
I agree. Pinckneyville had the ball to start off the game. They go 5 plays and have to punt. Carterville gets it, and it was a 54-yard pitch to Carson Pearson, and he takes it 55 yards for the touchdown. The extra point from Caleb Knight was good. And at the 6:25 mark of the first quarter, Carterville was up 7-7. Pinckneyville gets the ball right back. They go on a 9-play drive. It started at their own 26, and it was capped by a 4-yard touchdown run from Hunter Riggins for Pinckneyville. Extra point was good, and as we end the first quarter, it was 7-7.
Well, again, a very entertaining first quarter. Pinckneyville had their first possession went absolutely nowhere. Carterville got great field position from the punt, but after that, Pinckneyville's kind of like, okay, we're going to play, and they ran the ball very well. Very entertaining first quarter.
Carterville had the ball there at the end of the first quarter, so as they they start off in the second quarter, it was Eli Downen that was able to run it in from 1 yard, and the extra point was good, 14-7. Then Pinckneyville gets the ball, a 13-play drive, and this is the play that has Scott riled up right now. It was 4th and 5 from the 11. Pinckneyville's been able to run, like you said. They elect to try to kick the field goal. The bad snap was just skimmed on the turf. The kicker falls on it. Carterville takes over on the change of possession.
Yeah, okay, look, you don't make it. Carterville's deep in their own territory. So it's not the worst case scenario, but at least I think you got to try it because Pinckneyville was clipping off 4, 5, sometimes 6 yards on every run. Just a little surprise, but that's where all the momentum switched.
And Carterville did exactly what you're supposed to do the next play. They start on their own 22-yard line, and it was an 85-yard touchdown pass from Eli down into Carson Pearson down the far sideline. That came at the 3:29 mark of the second after the extra point from Caleb Knight, 21-7, and that's where we stand right now here at the half. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville. For installment or repair, call 985-2502. Get back to comfort this season, proudly supporting the Carterville Lions. This is week number 8, Scott Hudson, of the high school football season. Week number 9, we're going to see a new opponent in the Mascoutah Indians.
New opponent this year, and of course we'll be at Mascoutah next year in week 9, and then after that everybody goes to districts. Mascoutah, a very good team. They're 4-3 tonight, playing a one-win team in Waterloo, so you figure they're going to win that game. So they'll come into Carterville 5-3, playoff eligible, but you know they'd love to get that 6th win to definitely get in the playoffs. So Carterville could spoil somebody's season tomorrow night or next week.
21-7 is the score. We'll go on and take a break. When we come back, Scott will update scores from around southern Illinois. 21-7. Lions on top of the Panthers on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to Pinckneyville. Updating before Scott gives the scores for high school football. The American League Championship Series continues, and the Yankees jumped out to 3 runs in the first inning. They lead it 4-1. They trail that series 3-1 against the Houston Astros. That game now in the end of the 5th. 4-1. Yankees on top.
And I think Houston started Verlander tonight, so that's more impressive that they can get ahead on Verlander early. So that series, very interesting, even though I still think Houston's probably going to win that. Some high school scores from around the area. Hamilton County now leads Cesar-Valera-Waltonville 12-8. DuQuoin up over Nashville 27-7. Heron late in the second leads Harrisburg 49-0. At half, Murfreesboro leads Benton 34-0. And near halftime, Carbondale leads Marion 28-14. At one point, Marion led that game 14-7. So 3 unanswered touchdowns by the Terriers. 14-7, Mount Vernon leads Centralia. And if we get any more score updates, we will pass those along to you.
What was the Benton score again? I'm sorry.
34-0. Murfreesboro.
34-0. All right. 21. Sorry, we got people texting wanting to get updates. And here it's 21-7. The Lions on top is just about 5 minutes or so left here at halftime. And Scott and I will wrap up the 2019 football season next Friday night at home And then you know what? Basketball season starts, I think a first official practice is November 4th.
We'll have, basically a month off?
The week of Thanksgiving. Yeah. It'll be the Pyramid Plus tournament at Carterville High School. And, wow.
It's not that far away.
2-3 games a week.
Yeah.
You know, Dairy Queen 2 or 3 nights a week for you.
Man. I'm just going to own stock in the place, I guess. Just reserve me a seat in there every night.
I know it.
But some good teams will be coming into Carterville for the Pyramid Plus tournament this year. Carterville looking to improve on last year's team. They've got some new players. Preston Sumner, one of those, the football player who's injured right now, can't play. You've got, of course, Downen and Garby and Pearson and Anderson coming back. Townsend Barton, the sophomore who transferred from El Dorado in that mix. And then, probably the big question mark is, will any of those freshman players, how much, if any, will they play on the varsity team? The last year as junior high players, they won the state title. So a lot of interesting things coming up in the next month or so at Carterville High School.
Also, where was I going? I had the thought for just a second. Let's talk about the freshman football team. Mm-hmm. They knock off Fairfield last night to remain undefeated. They'd given up, I think, 12 points?
12 total points this
year. And they're going to head to Mascoutah next week and try to run their win total to 9 undefeated on the season. Football, we're going to be all right for a couple of years.
Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and the light's not a train for Carterville football fans. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You've got a very good group of sophomores and juniors that are making contributions this year. Those kids that will be sophomores next year, I'm sure a lot of those kids will be playing varsity football on a Friday night. But the future really looks good for Carterville football.
Had a chance to talk to Mayor Brad Robinson this week at a seminar over in Marion. Of course, the city of Carterville sponsor and supporter Carterville Lions Sports. Just remember, the Pumpkin Path is coming up October 31st in Carterville. Also, Veterans Day ceremony. That's a great thing. October 11th at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then Thanksgiving is not that far away. We're talking, just a little over a month. November 28th at the Carterville Community Center. That'll be the community Thanksgiving dinner. And then Christmas in Carterville, December 6th, beautiful downtown Carterville. If it doesn't snow in real life, they have fake snow.
So there you go. I like fake snow. I prefer that.
I do too. And Mayor Robinson also wanted me to remind everybody, get the Carterville app. If you don't have it already, you can sign up for Nixle text alerts, important information, upcoming events. It's all right there. We appreciate the mayor and the city of Carterville sponsoring Carterville Lions Sports.
A couple of updates, not necessarily score updates, but just updates on games. Murfreesboro with 317 yards of offense in the first half. Benton only 83. 317 yards in the first half. DuQuoin up 27-7 over Nashville at half. DuQuoin has thrown 4 touchdown passes. They've intercepted 3 passes. So DuQuoin's having their way with the Hornets tonight.
I'm not surprised by the Murphy score. I'm not really. I'm not surprised that they're leading. I didn't think that they would do that to the Benton Rangers. Benton, though, you got to give them credit. They've been fantastic, and I'm of the mindset, they're going to go to the playoffs. A loss is not the worst thing in the world. It takes that pressure off of a team.
Well, we've been watching the Panthers and the Lions playing football. As these two cats go up against each other, be sure to enjoy some dogs. Free hot dogs, that is. Brought to you this evening, compliments of Murphy State Bank and Trust Company. Locations in Pinckneyville, Carterville, Murfreesboro, and Deltaville. For PCHS students, there will be a 5th quarter at Buckhead Baptist Church tonight. Free hot dogs and a bonfire at Buckhead Baptist Church immediately following the game.
Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson alongside 21-7. The Carterville Lions make their way back onto the field, getting ready for second half action. And Carterville just needs to keep doing the same thing, but you got to say Pinckneyville needs to do the same thing. But they need points in a hurry.
Yeah, Carterville's defense has got to stiffen up a little bit, and they did there late in the second quarter. They did a much better job of not letting Pinckneyville's offense, the running game, get going, and a part of that was because Carterville's defense, they were shooting the gaps, trying to blow up the play before it got started. Offensively, Carterville just has to keep doing what they're doing, with the exception of getting called for holding penalties, which have really hurt them. So Carterville will get the ball to start this second half, and hopefully they can go down and put another touchdown on the board and go up by 3 here early in the third.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by American Monument Company. They are a supporter of Lions sports. American Monument Company, they are located on South Court Street in Marion, where their monuments have that special touch. Carterville trying to win 3 of their last 5. They played much better here in the second half of the season.
Oh, there's no question. And, again, I think part of it is you're seeing this team grow a little bit. There's so many young kids on this team. You know, there's going to be mistakes, excuse me, but they have done a very, very good job. I remember Coach Dow telling me, I don't know if it was last week or the week you weren't here, he said they've had some of their best practices later in the season. He said the kids are really getting after it in practice, which tells me these kids, 1, love playing football, and 2, they want to get better. Because at this time of the year, you know, you won 1 game, 2 games, some kids just want to get it over with.
Last night I mentioned there in the first half, when I got over to the field, I always talked to Brett on Thursday evenings, and they were done on the field, and so I make my way into the locker room, and they're looking at tape of Pinckneyville, and they hand out their stickers for their helmets for big plays against Sparta. That's exciting to be there. They show the play, you hear the reaction of the players, and they actually, to the 200-yard runners in Rafe Tuttle and Nick Brown got stickers, but the offensive line, all the offensive line got stickers because of the running game of the 2 running backs, sacks. It was cool to be in there, and the pride that these guys take in getting the play and getting the stickers for big plays in a game.
Well, they're getting rewarded for their good play, and they're also getting better, so it's kind of a win-win situation for the kids. I talked to Coach Biddle, here at halftime, and he said that Nick Brown's not playing tonight because he banged his knee up a little bit in practice this week, and Nick really didn't want to, give it a go or try. He's just got a bad knee right now, so saving him for next week, which will be senior night for us at Carterville. But there's been guys step up and do well tonight. Of course, down and run the ball well. I think Carterville's really gotten Pearson and Anderson more involved in the offense in this first half than other weeks, which is not a bad thing because of their speed. But we'll see what happens here in the second half, but Carterville's got to stop the running game.
I'm going to ask you a question.
All right, I might give you an answer.
Have you given any thought to who would be your Joe's Lawn Care snow removal star of the game?
Not yet, but now that you've put that bug in my ear, I will have to start thinking about that.
I'll give you the entire second half.
Oh,
to think about
man,
that.
You're all right. I don't
pressure.
care what anybody says about you.
No pressure. Both teams are back out on the field as the Panthers are just below us here at Pinckneyville. This is a nice stadium. It just looks good, and sight lines are pretty decent.
Years ago, there used to be a press box on the visitor side too,
and I liked it better because it reminded me
a little
of
higher, and that's where they had a concession stand as well underneath it. Of course, they used to, for many years, they had the natural turf. Turf hasn't been here that long, but it is a nice facility. It is a nice place to do a game from, and very hot.
Hospitable.
It is that too.
Yeah.
All kinds of food behind us, drinks. They must know we like to eat, I guess.
Is that lasagna over there?
Yes, it is. I had a plate before the game.
Man, how did I miss that?
I don't know. There's some still left, a lot left.
We'll see. Now, may just let you call the rest of the game, and I'll go get me a plate. But 21-7 is the score. Plus, the Lions get the football to start here in the third quarter. Carterville will be moving from right to left. And Carterville, of course, in the road white jerseys with the blue pants. Pinckneyville in the home dark pants in light blue jerseys with the ombre lettering on the jerseys. Looks good when you're up close, but for a sportscaster, the numbers are hard to read.
And I think we get some agreement from the gentleman to our right.
I want big block letters and lights shining right on. Yeah. It makes it a whole lot easier. Here we go as we are underway here in the third quarter. The ball is going to be taken by the up back as he makes it out across the 30-yard line, keeps his legs chugging, makes a spin move, and down he goes.
I believe that was Jason Allen.
Wow.
5'6", 150-pound junior. Nice return.
What a run for the Lions.
Nice return. Good starting field position.
11:50 on the clock. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Carterville. They lead this game by 14, 21-7. And the ball sets at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Carterville. Downing comes out. Puts one receiver to the near side. That's Pearson. Two to the far side. Actually trips to the right. And takes the snap, gives it to Rafe Tuttle. Tuttle puts his head down, falls forward for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 now for the Lions.
You know, for a team that hasn't won a game this year, I've been impressed with Pinckneyville tonight, the way they've played hard. They've run the ball very well in the first half. And as I said in the pregame, you got to take your hat off to these kids because they probably knew coming into the season weren't going to make the playoffs, may not have a winning season, but they're out here for the love of the game, and they're playing hard.
2nd down and 7 from the 36 officially. Downing, again, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to keep it, though. Takes it off left tackle. Bangs his way out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. And
I think
come on, Eli, get up. He was a little slow getting up, but I think he was just straightening out the knee pads. That was enough for a Lions 1st down. Big carry from Eli.
You probably just about made Shane Hawkins swallow his sweet tea at home if you're hearing you say, "Get up, Eli, get up."
Well, it was his socks. It wasn't anything else. That's how Kansas City felt when Mahomes went down last night.
Yeah.
Downing takes the snap. He's going to follow Rafe Tuttle off right tackle. Cuts it up across midfield to the 45 of Pinckneyville. Winds up at the 44, and another 1st down for the Lions.
Very good job at Downing, as you said, following his lead blocker, which was Tuttle. He didn't try to run past him. He waited for Tuttle to get out there, set things up for him, and a nice run and nice block by Tuttle.
Back-to-back 1st down carries for the Lions. From the far hash, Downing from the shotgun, takes a snap. He looks to throw. Deep down the right side, man wide open. That is Carson Pearson. He has it. Touchdown, Carterville. That is going to be a 44-yard touchdown pass from Eli Downing to Carson Pearson.
Well, another well-thrown ball down the far sideline. Pearson let him use his speed. Downing just threw the ball up in the air, let him run underneath it. And Carterville with another big pass play here tonight.
2nd big touchdown pass to Carson Pearson. Of course, he had the 85-yard touchdown catch in the 2nd quarter. Here, Carterville leads at 27-7, trying to make it 28. Caleb Knight on for the kick. The 10-14 mark here of the 3rd quarter. The kick is up and good, and it is 28-7, Carterville on top of the Pinckneyville Panthers. We'll continue on News Radio WJPF. 44-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, Eli Downen, to Carson Pearson. Carterville now kicks off. Pinckneyville has 2 deep. It's going to be taken at the 2-yard line. And the return is brought out across the 20, out near the 25, and that's where the Panthers will start here in the third quarter, their first possession.
Well, I don't expect Pinckneyville to do anything different. They're going to try to establish that running game like they did in the first half, and Carterville's going to have to play run defense like they did the last 2 possessions that Pinckneyville had in that first half. They can do that. They can get the ball back in good position and maybe start to put this game away.
On the return, the ball brought out to the 24-yard line, 28-7 here in the third quarter. Well, that pass was right on the money to Pearson, as he would twice.
Timing play. Very, very.
Right in stride. Beautiful throws from the 6'4" junior quarterback for the Lions as Teal keeps it. Spins his way forward for about 1. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 now from the 25.
Drew Petska, the sophomore, got through the line of scrimmage quickly, brought him down.
You've mentioned his name a lot the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, 6'2", 190.
Let's give credit to Coach Wakey and his freshmen. They beat Fairfield last night, and they're undefeated. Fairfield was undefeated coming in. Carterville's only given up 12 points, the freshman team has. As it's the give to the running back once again. I believe that's Harris on the carry. Short gain.
Now Tuttle, Smolak in on the tackle. Luke Smolak, a 6'2", 265-pound junior.
How much did the Lions miss Rafe Tuttle when he was out with that injury?
Yeah,
mid-season?
Well, they missed him both in the backfield and at middle linebacker. Reminds everybody a lot of his brother Brock, who played both ways as well.
3rd and 8 from the 25. Clock rolls under 9 minutes. Teal with the football. He rolls to his left. The left-hander throws it out. Has his receiver, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 1 yard, and that's going to force a 4th down decision for Coach Todd Rushing.
Now, that was Carson Pearson, I believe. No, I take that back. I believe that was Matt Wallace, a 5'8", 147-pound junior, with a nice open field tackle to keep the receiver from getting the first down stick. So Pinckneyville appears to be going for it. If I'm Carterville, you got to watch for the hard count.
At the half, Carbondale leads Marion 35-22.
Wow.
It's the big 4th down, 4th and 1 for the Panthers. I don't think he got it.
Boy.
I don't think he got it. They're going to have to measure as the far side judge looks back to look at his heel to see where he is in relation. But they just eyeball it and say.
Are they going to give it to him or they're going to measure? Nope.
They're going to give it to him.
Now, see, that just, again, I have no problem with them going for it. But they're deep in their own territory and they go for it. But when you're down in Carterville territory in the first half, you don't. I don't understand.
Keep the drive alive. Under 8.5 to go. 28-7, Lions on top. Panthers have the ball, 1st and 10 from the 34. And the carry is out for about 8 yards by Harris for the Panthers. He is a stud running back.
Well, he just gets it and goes. There's no east and west to him.
Yep.
He gets the ball. It's north and south running, and, he'll run right over you if you're not ready.
Looks like a gain of 7, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 now. The ball rests at the 42-yard line. Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game in our postgame show. Hopefully have a chance to talk to Coach Brett Dial. Scott can stop and have ice cream. Postgame coming up. Teal throws it across the middle. His intended receiver was, I believe, Hunter Riggins. Falls incomplete. And it's going to keep it 3rd and 3 from the 42. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the IBEW Local 702. Sponsors and supporters of your Lions sports. IBEW Local 702. Providing a better lifestyle for members. Better life for all. The clock stopped at 7:40. It's 3rd down and 3 from the 42. Teal brings his Panthers to the line of scrimmage from the far hash. Puts a running back in motion, gives it to the fullback. Carterville's right there. Wraps him up. Gets the big cheer from the Carterville fans on the far side. Carterville traveled well.
Yes, they did. 3-4. Carterville Lions defenders right there to wrap him up, and now it's going to be 4th and about 3. And it looks like Pinckneyville's going to punt. Running clock in Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro 41, Benton nothing.
Wow. Did not see that coming. Not surprised that Murphy would win and beat, but didn't see a blowout.
DuQuoin leads Nashville 34-7. It's going to be a tough pick for Team of the Week tomorrow morning on Sports Voice.
4th, yes, it is. 4th and 4 from the 41 now. A loss of 1 on that carry. And Pinckneyville's going to punt, so that sends Bryce Anderson back to about the 30-yard line for Carterville. Snap is one hopped, bobbled by the punter, gets the kick away. Nice job as Anderson takes it now at the 35-yard line, takes it to the far sideline across midfield, cuts it back, and he's gonna get the touchdown. A nice move, and he got a great block on the far sideline. But here comes a super late flag. And this may get called back. I wondered, there was a block on the far sideline that broke him, but that is going to be that would have been a 65-yard return. We'll see what the officials rule. Kind of staggered all over my tongue on that call.
Well, Anderson, I think, kind of lulled everybody to sleep. He really didn't come up, act like he was going to catch the ball, and he caught it.
Personal foul? Carterville.
Yep. But he got to the outside, went down the sideline, as you said, got that block, albeit illegal, and went in. So no touchdown for Carterville.
And this flag came in way behind the play. And so I wonder, and there wasn't even Panthers deep. It was like 2 Carterville Lions, so there must have been something said. We'll never know, Scott Hudson, you and I.
We'll never know. And you know what? They'll never ask us.
No, they won't. So Carterville takes over 6:55 here in the 3rd. They'll have it 1st and 10, the ball back at the 44-yard line for the Lions. We'll never know. And a timeout's taken. We'll take a break as well. 28-7. The Lions on top of the Panthers. We'll be back on News Radio WJPF. Yes. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Subway. Don't forget you can stop in your local Subway for the sub of the day. Different sub featured daily. You can get a 6-inch sub for just $3.99. That sub of the day, 12-inch for $6.99. Make it what you want. Only at Subway. Timeout taken. Both teams are back out on the field, 28-7. We're in the 3rd quarter here, 6:55 remaining in the 3rd. Carterville on top of the Panthers. Carterville trying to win 2 in a row for the first time this year. 3 of 5. Downen has 3 receivers left. 1 to the right side. But he's going to keep it and run it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. And pushed out of bounds.
You just can't bring the big guy down. If you hit him low, he's going to carry you. I mean, if you hit him high, he's going to carry you. If you hit him low, you better hit him around the ankles because his legs are so strong that if you tackle him around the waist, he's just going to drag you.
I counted 1 too many. He only got to 9.
It's all right. You rounded off. That's okay.
2nd and 1 from the 47 of Pinckneyville. Downen again works from the shotgun, as he always does. Drops back to throw. This time he throws it down the middle. Receiver, ball's tipped, incomplete, a flag. And that's probably going to be an interference call on the Panthers.
I would think so, where the flag was thrown. Now the question would be, is it going to be defensive pass interference or offensive? And we've
pass
got
interference, Panthers.
Yep.
It's going to get the Lions a first down. They'll move the chains.
Trying to hit Anderson right down the middle. They're going to mark that 15-yarder off.
That puts the ball at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 after the penalty. Just like a reception. That's where Carterville would have had the ball had it been caught and not tipped to the ground. Downen keeps it. Off the right tackle. Cuts it up. Another flag comes flying in. Downen gets away. Scampers into the end zone, but there's a flag. Is that going to be a touchdown for the Lions?
I think it's going to be a hold. So that'll be the second time in the last 5 minutes where Carterville's had a touchdown called back. One with a block in the back. This one I think is going to be a hold.
Holding. Carterville bringing it back. Downen did a nice job just tight-roping that far sideline. Once he broke free of the secondary, he was able to run into the end zone untouched, but it's going to come back. That's another big penalty on the Lions. They'll mark off 10 as it'll be 1st and 20. The ball's put at the 33-yard line. Oh, excuse me, the 38. So it was 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and 16 now from the 38. Lions will reload here. Downen puts a man jet back in motion. Gives it to that jet back. That is Carson Pearson. He's across the 30-yard line. Up the left sideline. Makes a move. Brought down at about the 18-yard line. First down, Lions.
Well, I want to give credit where credit's due. There have been many times tonight, whether it be Downen running the ball or in this case Pearson, Rafe Tuttle has done a great job of getting out in front and leading the way. Tuttle was down here around the 20-yard line, still blocking, trying to get Pearson into the end zone.
Ball is at the 18 of Pinckneyville. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Murfreesboro leads 41-0 heading to the 4th quarter. It's the give to Tuttle. Tuttle right straight up the middle. Touchdown. Oh, the ball hits the ground, and they're going to say he was down. Touchdown, Carterville. An 18-yard touchdown run for the running back for Lions.
Well, good to see the senior get a touchdown after all he's done to help this running game tonight with his lead blocking, whether it be for Downen or for a wide receiver like we saw in the previous play. Tuttle gets into the end zone, and Carterville continues to roll.
Good call by the official there. It did look like to me like the ground caused the fumble. 34-7. And Caleb Knight comes on for the extra point. The left footer's kick is up and good. 35-0 at the 5:33 mark of the 3rd. We'll continue here on News Radio WJPF.
Return for the Panthers, Barrett Denny and Dominic Turner. Kicking for the Lions.
35-7 the score. Carterville on top. The kick is taken at about the 4-yard line, brought out across the 20 to about the 25, and that's where the Panthers will start this Lions broadcast. Is brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most with Home Renew for roofing, siding, storm damage, repair, and gutters, giving you peace of mind. Call 618-694-9100. Call Home Renew.
Might start seeing some different numbers in the game for Carterville now, as Coach Dow will probably try to sub in as best he can to get some of his starters out.
Ball sets at the 25-yard line.
Tuttle probably says, hey, Coach, I missed 2 weeks. You're not taking me out.
Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, Lucas Teal. He gives it to his jet back. That is Kunert Chavez on the carry. Short gain of about a yard and a half, bringing up second down for the Panthers. Actually, Darian Harris on that carry.
Pinckneyville hasn't had the success running the ball late in the second quarter and here in the third quarter like they did early in the game. Carterville's defensive adjustments have made a big difference.
2nd and 7 from the 28, a gain of 3 by Harris. Teal puts a man in motion, spreads him out to the far side. That is Dylan Bledsoe. He comes out to the numbers on the near side. Taking his time, lots of time. Has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looks to throw, does throw, passes incomplete. Off the receiver's hands, he was wide open, would have been a first down, but it hit the turf, and that's going to bring up 3rd down now and 7 for the Panthers.
3rd and long, another passing situation.
Sparta leads AJ. Did you say this already? 24-15?
No, I did not.
Okay. I didn't know if I was
So Sparta's going to maybe get a big win over AJ. We saw Sparta last week. They're not void of talent.
No, they got a good running game.
They've got a good running game. And, of course, AJ, they're kind of in a rebuilding mode this year with the number of sophomores they're having to play. But that would be a big win for Sparta.
3rd and 8 from the 28 for the Panthers. Teal. Screen pass out to the right side. Spin move. Move is brought down at the 30-yard line, but it's going to be about 5 yards short, and it's going to force the Panthers into 4th down.
Anderson was there on the tackle. Also, Wyatt Hayes, 6'2", 260-pound sophomore. I love saying these underclassmen's name. No disrespect to the seniors, like Tuttle and the others, but boy, when you start mentioning players that have made big plays tonight, especially on the defensive side of the ball, they're all underclassmen.
4th and 5 from the 31. Bryce Anderson is at the 40-yard line to take the punt. He's going to have a chance at a return. Takes one hop, but it hops away from him. And back inside the 20, 19-yard line. That was a nice punt. Their punter has done an outstanding job tonight. Is on that punt is Benjamin Restoff, and he puts the Lions back inside their own 20.
Final, Fairfield beats Vienna Goreville 53-6.
Shocking?
Not at all. Carmine in the third quarter leads Chester 8-7. Now that is a little bit of a surprise. That game at Chester.
1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 19-yard line. 35-7 the score. We're in the third quarter, 3:43 mark. Down and still in the game. He's looking to throw, throws it right down the middle. Carson Pearson's there, makes the move at the 40, brought down at the 43-yard line. 1st down for Carterville.
Yeah, threw it before the safety could come up and make the play. He had to be hearing footsteps, but he stayed right there in the middle of the field, made the catch, made one little move to the outside, and picked up a 1st down.
Nice throw from down and nice and easy. Pearson ran right to it. Pass was right in stride once again. They've had a good connection here tonight. 2 touchdown passes already. Big ones. Down in this time, he gives it to Tuttle. Tuttle's going to take it across midfield to the 45 on the far sideline, pushed out of bounds. And another 1st down for the Lions.
Pinckneyville's defense has to be getting tired now. They've been on the field a lot in this third quarter.
Ball now rests at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. First two plays, first down runs for the Lions. Down and again from the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 3 to the right. Now, but he's going to bring it to the left, cuts it up across the 40 to the 30. Tries to cut it to the outside where he's brought down inside the 20. The big 6'4" junior quarterback just chewing up turf.
Yeah, he's doing everything tonight. A good decision by Downer not to pitch the ball. He took a quick look to his right, saw the opening in the middle of the field, took it, and got big yards down around the Pinckneyville 17-yard line.
1st and 10, the clock at 2:45 here in the third. Carterville leading 35-7. Downing, once again, gives it to Tuttle. Tuttle straight up the middle, touchdown. Touchdown for Rafe Tuttle, his second of the night, and that is a 17-yard touchdown run by the running back of the Lions.
Carterville's offense just doing anything they want right now. That offensive line doing a great job of opening up holes for whoever the ball carrier is, giving down and protection when he does throw the football. Carterville's gotten better on both sides of the ball as this game has gone along.
Out for the extra point, Caleb Knight. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 42-7. And there's still 2:31 remaining here in the third quarter. Pinckneyville will get the ball back next on News Radio WJPF. (17) Back at Pinckneyville, the kickoff is taken. Looks like Barrett Denny on the carry. 42-7, Carterville on top. The Panthers are going to have the ball here with 2:25 remaining in the third quarter.
I think that was a good open field tackle by Carterville's Garrett Goddard, a 5'11", 156-pound junior. Wrapped him up right at the 22-yard line.
And that's where the Panthers will start off. Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Coming up in our post-game show, this Lions broadcast brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. State Farm with more drivers than any other company. Get to a better state with State Farm and Tony Gates. Panthers have the football. It's the give to the fullback, and that is Hunter Riggins, I believe.
Another penalty flag on the play. Thrown in the vicinity of where they normally call holding.
On the carry, Darian Harrison, he comes up a little gimpy. Looks
Chop
like
block.
Against the Panthers. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's declined. Carterville's going to say keep it right there, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Clock rolls, 2:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
Seems like this third quarter's lasted as long as the first half did.
I know it. 2nd and 10 now. From the 22-yard line. Teal, the quarterback for the Panthers, takes the snap, feels some pressure, throws it out to the far side. It's caught, and it's going to be first down by about a yard. Nice job on the tackle on the far sideline. And for Carterville, it looks like it was Matt Wallace on the tackle.
Yeah, nice, well-designed play. Teal rolls out to his left, throws the ball out in the flat, and his receiver picks up a first down.
That is only the second first down for the Panthers here in the third quarter. Pinckneyville's going to send 2 receivers to the right. The clock rolls, minute and a half remaining. Teal throws the ball across the middle, caught. Carterville defenders right there. It's going to be a gain of 3. Nice job on the coverage by the Lions. Looks like Bryce Anderson. And
yeah, it was Matt Wallace, number 9.
Wallace,
yeah, Matt Wallace. And the other one was Ivan Jones.
Gain of 3 on that pass. The ball at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Pinckneyville. Under a minute to go now, 50 seconds to be exact. 2nd and 7. Teal, Lucas Teal. Throws it across the middle, incomplete. That's going to stop the clock at 41 seconds.
Just a little overthrown. Good coverage by the Lions. It would have been a first down if he could have brought it in, but instead it's going to be 3rd and long.
AJ's pulled to within 1 of Sparta, 24-23. That's at the 10:28 mark of the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7 now for the Panthers. 1, 2, 3 receivers to the left. Teal throws it left side. It picked off by the Lions. That is Carson Pearson. Are they going to say it was a catch? They are. They're going to rule it a catch. And Carterville gets the interception as Carson Pearson went to the turf, got his arms under it. And Carterville is going to have the ball at the 47-yard line of the Panthers.
Now Carson Pearson's had himself a good game tonight.
Yes, he has.
Along with Downing, Anderson, Tuttle. The offensive line has been very good tonight.
1st and 10 for the Lions. You know that they'd like to get to the rolling clock. With the touchdown, that would get the clock rolling. Downing. He's going to give it to Carterville's running back. That is Zach Anson on the far side. First down for the Lions.
And he picked up about 15 yards down the far sideline.
Zach Anson on the carry. I had to double-check the numbers there.
Should I say he's only a sophomore?
Is he only a sophomore?
Only a sophomore.
We have those in abundance.
I know.
12 seconds remaining. Downing, he'll take the snap. Last play of the quarter. Gives it to Anson again on the far side. Cuts it up. First down and more. Down the sideline. Zach Anson with a 29-yard touchdown run for the Lions.
2 plays, about 45 yards in total, and Mr. Anson has his first touchdown, I believe, of the year.
Yes, I do believe with 0.9 seconds remaining.
Man, he's got a little giddy up in his step.
Yes, he does. He was fast down that far sideline. 48-7. Caleb Knight's perfect on the field goal attempts tonight. I hate saying that. That one's good. Hate trying jinxing them. 49-7. Carterville on top of the Panthers. Still have to run one play here in the third, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on News Radio WJPF. You can run 60 here. Sorry about that. Let's run them up then. I'm all about that.
Yeah. Murfreesboro won 41-0.
Yeah, those are good too.
And 19 up for the Lions.
(49-7) the score. The kickoff is taken at the 2-yard line. It's brought up the near side, out across the 20 to about the 27-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will have it as we start play in the fourth quarter. That ends the third quarter, 49-7. Carterville has a running clock on the Panthers. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF. No, run 60. My bad, again. Okay. (49-7) the score here at Pinckneyville. Lions on top. Running clock now for Carterville. Panthers have the football. It's 1st and 10 as we start play here in the fourth quarter. Teal puts a man in the jetback in motion. It's a give to his fullback, and he falls forward for a gain of about 3 yards. Second down now for Pinckneyville.
This is a chance for some of these underclassmen, some of these kids that don't get to play a lot in varsity games to maybe catch Coach Dial's eye or one of the assistant coaches. And maybe they get more playing time, if not next week, give them a leg up, so to speak, going into next season.
Panthers, 2nd and 9 from the 28. Teal takes it to the jetback, gives it to his fullback, and he's wrapped up. It's going to be a loss on the play, and Carterville actually say they have the football back on a fumble on the carry for the Panthers. The ball winds up on the turf. Carterville's there, and that is a turnover on the Panthers.
Carterville's defense has played much, much better this half.
Made those halftime adjustments.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to make in-game adjustments. You're getting in and off the field rather quickly. And you also have to remember that a lot of these kids play both ways. But you go in at halftime, you make those adjustments. And I think Carterville did it against Nashville, although it didn't lead them to a win. It got them close. And last week they made some adjustments against Sparta's running game as well.
The ball is at the 24 of Pinckneyville. So Carterville has new quarterback in. And that is Carson Pearson replacing Eli Downen. Nice night for Downen on the carry, Zach Anson. And, boy, that was a good performance by Downen, by Rafe Tuttle. Carson Pearson is the backup quarterback, so he's going to come in and relieve the starter. But good job, by as you mentioned, by the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Tuttle's in consideration for start of the game. Obviously, you have to consider Eli Downen, 2 long touchdown passes tonight. He's got at least 1 rushing touchdown. So he's had a very good night running the ball and throwing the ball.
2nd and 14 from the 28-yard line. A loss of 4 on that carry by Anson. And it should have been a flag, but Pearson's going to keep it off the left side. Man, he's fast. Cuts it to the outside, and he's brought down after the first down run. Stays in bounds, which was smart. He is so fast. He just scampers off the end there.
He got around the left end or the right end of Pinckneyville's defense stiff-armed a guy and got a first down.
Carson Pearson, the 5'8" senior. It is 1st and goal from the 9. Pearson from the shotgun. He gives it to Zach Anson. He just keeps the legs churning across down near the 5-yard line. I think he's going to be about the 6, a gain of 3, bringing up 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
I really like the way this Anson kid runs. Only a sophomore. You've got Nick Brown coming back next year. Anson, Preston Sumner will be back. Boy, that backfield is going to be loaded next year.
Yes, they are. 49-7 the score here. The clock rolls to the 8:15 mark here in the 4th quarter. Anson takes the handoff from Pearson. Pap! He's dropped right at the 5-yard line. I want to talk about Todd Rushing. Todd's a good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He and his family help us on Z100 with St. Jude. He's part of the Pre Brothers benefit. Just a great guy, and you know, he's a good coach. And Pinckneyville just has struggled for the last several years. I can remember back when they were a powerhouse in those Pinckneyville DuQuoin games. You know, those were always such good games, and you got to give credit to Todd and to his crew. They haven't quit.
No, not at all.
They're 0-4 on the season, but these guys have not quit. And I always like, you know, success for them when we're not playing them.
Well, he's a good guy first and foremost. He's a very good coach. I think this is his 2nd stint with the Pinckneyville football program.
Year 2 of that 2nd stint.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. I mean, I talk to him every time we're up here, especially at the basketball games up here. And, yeah, you always wish those type of people success, except for when you're playing them, obviously. But, you know, you hope that they have success. And, you know, Pinckneyville is always going to be known as a basketball school. And I'm sure he has a struggle of getting kids to come out for football who probably are good athletes, but, you know, for whatever reason just want to play basketball.
It's 4th and goal. Carterville's going for a field goal. And it's going to be a delay game, I believe.
Carterville didn't have enough players on the field to begin with.
No, they didn't. I think you actually got waived by coach to go in.
Oh,
and you missed that. It was your one opportunity.
I'd have done a false start, so you'd taken me out after that.
So that's going to back Carterville up. It's either a false start or, as Scott said, too many men or not enough men. Or
no, I don't think that's Knight, is it?
No, it's a new kicker.
Another left-footed kicker. That's kind of strange. You see one, that's rare. Now you have 2.
What's his number? Turn just a little bit. Is that an 8? 16?
18. Oh, he hit the upright, and it's no good.
Maybe that is Caleb. That was Caleb Knight.
Was it? He hit the right upright.
It was Caleb Knight. And he hits the upright, a perfect night, kicking until then. And Pinckneyville is going to get the ball back. The clock making its way toward the 5-minute mark.
A couple of score updates. DuQuoin now leads Nashville 41-21 with 9 minutes to go. Heron leads Harrisburg 62-12. West Frankfort leads Massac after 3, 27-20. Murfreesboro shut out Benton 41-0. And the Hamilton County Foxes 32-8 over Johnston City.
How about that? This Lions broadcast brought to you by SIH, a comprehensive network of care. Visit SIH.net. Panthers have the ball. Clock rolls. It will continue to roll. 4.5 minutes remaining. The carry by the Panthers, a pickup of about 2 or so. 49-7 is the score here in the 4th quarter. Next week, the Carterville Lions wrap up the 2019 football season at home. Going to be facing the Mascoutah Indians on senior night, the first time they played Mascoutah. And now they're going to be a part of the regular schedule. Week 9, they are replacing Massac County that we used to play regularly. Last year we had to go to Effingham.
Right.
Week 9, that was just a one-year fill-in until we could get to Mascoutah. Mascoutah, so far, in the playoffs, or working to get into the playoffs. They have 5 wins on the season. Haven't seen a score from them tonight. The Panthers run it near side for out near a first down.
I would think Mascoutah would probably beat Waterloo tonight. Waterloo with only 1 win on the season. That was in week 1 against Heron, so that would put Mascoutah at 5-3 going into week 9. And again, 5 wins get you in the talk of getting in, depending on playoff points. But you want that 6th win to make sure you're in. So Carterville could play spoiler next week.
Think there will be any 4-win teams get in?
Honestly, I hope not. I just don't like it.
With the Chicago teacher strike, though.
Right, and there's nothing, if you get in at 4-5, there's nothing, you just
congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. It probably won't happen again.
As the carry out, enough for a first down for the Panthers.
Years ago, there was a 4-5 team that got in the playoffs, the Freeburg Midgets. They were 4-5, and everybody thought, wait a minute. You have to have at least 5 calls. They got in because they won their conference, and that's how they got in the playoffs with 4-5 record.
Wow.
Yeah, that's been several years ago.
But it'll be senior night. There's only 5 seniors on this team, so it'll be a quick senior night for the Lions.
We're seniors, but they won't honor us.
Yes, we get discounts when we go eat. But we'll have all the coverage for you. They'll honor all the seniors. Football, cheerleading, the band, that's coming up next Friday night. Pre-game coverage will start at 6:45. Kickoff will be around 7 o'clock or so. And you know what? Basketball season, first official practice coming up November 4th for Matt Crane and Coach Shane Hawkins. First game is the week of Thanksgiving. The Pyramid Plus tournament is going to be at Carterville this year. So we'll be talking about winter sports here in just a month. We get to take a vacation for about
got about 4 weeks off, kind of recharge the batteries, get ready for basketball season. Of course, Carterville this year in basketball dropped back down to 2A, Class 2A, which is, I'm sure everybody in Carterville is thankful for that. But, there are some cautiously optimistic people about this upcoming Carterville basketball season. Some new players, Sumner, the Barton kid that came over from El Dorado.
Little Hawk.
Big Hawk. So you've got, Garby that I guess from what I've been told, he's like Hulk right now. He's grown some.
He's picked up some height here since we last saw him. So not too far off. Under a minute to go in this game, 49-7. The Lions on top. Run up the middle is going to be short of a first down. 50 seconds remaining. Scott and I are going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game, Coach Brett Dial. We'll see if he comes up here to visit with us. And it's kind of cold, so maybe they just want to get going, and that'll be all right.
Yeah.
49-7. Good performance by the Lions against the Panthers here tonight. Carterville, winners of 2 in a row, going to move their record now to 3-5 on the season. And they face Mascoutah next Friday night. That may be the last play of the game right there. 49-7, the final score. Carterville gets the win over the Pinckneyville Panthers. Post-game show next on News Radio WJPF. All right, Bo. Thank you.
Varsity volleyball is in action next week, Monday night, here at home against Oakville. Wednesday night, will be senior night here at home against the Trico Pioneers.
just straight in like a right on me. You can put it over on that side. There you go. Right there, you're good. Take that out. Set it there. Now go in at the top. Yeah. There you go. Four to one, Yankees. Let me see. There we go. Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, 49-7, the final score. The Lions knock off the Panthers. The final road game for Carterville for the season, the final conference game for the season. Okay. I am going to give you a chance to think, because when we come back, we're going to have a chance to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. 49-7, the final score here at Pinckneyville. Just a nice ball game by the Lions, and won 2 in a row, 3 of their last 5, and just a good performance. When we come back, we'll name our star of the game coming up next on News Radio WJPF. We'll get out.